Palestine will live forever.
From the sea to the river.
From the sea to the river.
Palestine will live forever.
Palestine will live forever.
Gaza, Gaza, you will rise.
Gaza, you will rise.
We will never let you die.
We will never let you die.
Gaza, Gaza, you will rise.
Gaza, you will rise.
Palestine will never die.
Palestine will never die.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you all, brothers and sisters. Welcome. Glad to see all of the faces right here. This group, there is amazing solidarity. On a Tuesday, April 9th at 5:30 p.m. We're here gathered to deliver a message via our voices, respect and join forces with the crowd and any outcoming things, people, and welcomed energy. Please let our marshals know, and please do not engage in any way, just ignore, because it's, we don't want to get distracted. Follow the guidance of marshals, and if anything comes up or questions, feel free to ask them. If the police engage with you, just direct them to Maria or myself, and you can handle it. And we're gonna have water, snacks. It might be a long night, so feel free to help yourself and ask for what you need. Some updates from Gaza. As of today, since October 7th, at least 33,175 people, including more than 13 children, 8,400 women, have been killed. Injured more than 75,886 people, and missing more than 8,000. Now, the missing individuals, Gazans, most of them are under the rubble, or kidnapped, or in one of the streets that their family didn't find them yet. That means 8,000 possibly, probably, are also death toll. And that takes us up to almost 40,000 deaths in Gaza.
Shame!
The latest figure from the Palestinian Ministry of Health in the occupied West Bank are as follows, because the atrocity is not just on Gaza. 459 people, including more than 117 children, death, injured more than 4,750, and captives or abducted or sent to prison is about 5,000 since only October 7th. Allah yarham jami' al-shuhada, may mercy and blessings be upon all the murders. So we'll take just 1 minute of reflection, dua, surah al-Fatiha, prayer from your heart, sending them your energy, support, and then we'll proceed. 1 minute. As we gathered here after more than 6 months of ongoing extreme genocide, the world seemed darker and our hearts are broken and our minds are fire and able to grasp the reality. And many facts have been revealed. The true faces that we have not before seen. We lost friends, we have thought that we're allies, and we have witnessed our governments, local and nationwide, being complicit directly with the genocide. We realized after 6 months of genocide that the human rights measures and the values that the National Society announced 70 years ago are thrown in the garbage when the non-powerful people are affected. And the only players in this game are the double standard spokespersons. Everybody else is watching and waiting for something to change, and nothing has changed. Actually, in fact, Gaza has been facing an escalation of violence like no one has ever experienced in the last 100 years. Besides the awful bombardment, displacement, sudden death, and physical rupture, Gazans also have been dying from starvation, thirst, disease, and mental health conditions. But we are here today also to call out our local government and Yonkers City Council members on their delay and laziness in passing our proposed ceasefire resolution to end the war on Gaza. We have been fighting for this since February 7th. Since February 7th, more than 10,000 more deaths have occurred in Gaza. So every single day, every 5 minutes, there is a murder, a child murder in Gaza. But 2 months later, they still have not passed a ceasefire. 2 months later, they have given us a resolution that we did not ask for, that we did not propose, and after analyzing the language, it's dismissing for Palestinians, it reduced the severity of the atrocity, it does not present the community experience and their families who are directly affected. And this is why we're here. Today is the first time that the council members are allowing us to speak on the item because they finally put it on the agenda. Yet, what they're putting the vote, it's not our resolution, even though we proposed 3 so far. They rejected all of them without any explanation. They just been saying, we are comfortable with the one that we have proposed. Why? What's going on? Tell us what's wrong with the ones that we proposed. It's community written. It's been drafted by the community. The ceasefire coalition are made of the We United, DSA, JVP, Westchester for Palestine, Mass and Lucy community, and other local organizations. It's not one person, it's not one group, it is representing Yonkers. And we've been working on different drafts for 2 months. They have been not communicating with us well. They showed us that they're not really willing to work with us. So we're here today, they're voting on a resolution that we did not propose, but we're gonna be able to speak, and we're gonna speak on these specific points. Why do we want our resolution? Why did they have to wait for 2 months? Why haven't they been communicating with Yonkers people via email, calls? We've been attending the meeting for the past 2 months, every single week, whether it's a community meeting or a committee meeting. Whatever happens tonight, that's for us to see, and that's for us to remember forever.
How you doing?
And we all know that collectively we are stronger than any government that tries to control our souls and lives. And we are rallying and speaking tonight in the meeting with strength, with hope, with will and power, holding our community in one hand and carrying the images of our brothers and sisters in Gaza in the other. Keep your courageous heart and focused mind to unleash the power of the collective bond that we all share, that is called humanity. Because at the end of the day, this is why we have started this, and this is why we're here, and this is why we're going to continue the fight in Yonkers, in Westchester, in the U.S., until liberation is met. What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want?
Ceasefire!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Ceasefire!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Ceasefire!
When do we want it?
Now!
If we don't get it,
Shut it down!
if you didn't get it,
Shut it down!
if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
Amazing work, extraordinary work, around the clock work, energy unbelievable, passion, without any compromise. I love to be here with all of you because look around, you see people of humanity, people of dignity, people of justice. We're not here to ask for a resolution or a ceasefire resolution. We are here to demand. We are here to demand that the leaders of Yonkers recognize the truth.
Council, listen up.
This is not time for political calculation. This is not time for compromise. This is not time for maybe this and maybe that. This is the time to recognize the genocide that is being afflicted upon the Palestinian people in Gaza.
That's right.
This is the time to speak truth. Not to back up, not to give in, but to speak truth. To speak truth about, as Adil was saying, what is happening in Gaza. If 32,000 people die, Gazans died, that's the equivalent of 12 million Americans dying in the United States. Who can tolerate such a thing? So, tonight, we're going to speak truth to power. Tonight, we're going to really tell the truth. We're not going to sugarcoat anything. Let's tell it like it is. This conflict, this massacre, has nothing to do with Hamas.
Right.
This massacre goes back 100 years
Right.
of the Zionist project, who explicitly stated we're going to eliminate the Palestinian people, take over their land. Is that humanity?
No.
Is that justice?
No.
Is that dignity?
No.
They said, the Zionists say, we will take it over. Either the Palestinians have three choices. They can subjugate themselves to the will of the Zionists, or they can leave Palestine, or we'll murder them all. Those are the choices. Are these people human? Do they not recognize the humanity of all people? So let's stop playing nice. Let's go up there and tell these representatives the truth that we know is the truth.
Right.
And they know is the truth. They know the truth, but their ambition, their political ambition, stops them from doing the right thing. It stops them from having the moral courage to speak out and stop this horrendous, unimaginable massacre and genocide. So together we are strong, we will stay strong, and when we have the opportunity, we have to recognize that this is just the beginning of our fight. When the murder stops in Gaza, we have so much work to do. There is so much to be done to end occupation,
Right. Yep.
to end apartheid, to make sure that historic Palestine is free, democratic, justice for all people.
Justice for all.
From every sea and every land,
From every sea and every land,
unless as children we will stand.
as children we will stand.
Every sea and every land,
From every sea and every land,
unless as children we will stand.
as children we will stand.
Across the world and all its parts. Across the world and all its parts.
Across the world and all its parts.
Us as kids, you're in our hearts.
Us as kids, you're in our hearts.
Us as kids, you are in hearts.
Us as kids, you are in our hearts.
Us that must have food and water.
Us that must have food and water.
Israel, Israel, stop the slaughter.
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 We want justice, you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
And the slaughter in Gaza now.
And the slaughter in Gaza now.
We want justice, you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
Lift the siege on Gaza now.
Lift the siege on Gaza now.
Gaza, Gaza, you will rise.
Gaza, Gaza, you will rise.
Palestine will never die.
Palestine will never die.
Gaza, Gaza, you will rise.
Gaza, Gaza, you will
The
rise.
people are
people are by your side.
All by your side.
We're all by your side.
Yonkers is by your side.
Yonkers is by your side.
New York is by your side.
New York is by your side.
Jordanian is by your side.
Jordanians are by your side.
Egyptians are by your side.
Egyptians are by your side.
Yemen is by your side.
Yemen is by your side.
Latinos are by your side.
Latinos are by your
We're
side.
all by your side.
We're all by your side.
Gaza, you will rise.
Gaza, Gaza, you will rise.
The people are by your side.
The people are on your side.
And now we will welcome Suzanne Adli. She's our lawyer, our consultant, our amazing supporter throughout the beginning, and one of our own. Suzanne, the mic is yours.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Long live the resistance!
Long live the resistance!
I want to remind all of us that when we talk about the struggle of the Palestinian people, that we have to continue to uplift their suffering and their genocide, but we also have to continue to celebrate the fact that many of them continue to survive and continue to stand up themselves against this horrific genocide and this horrific occupation. And I also want to give my thoughts and my blessings to the people of Yemen who have really stood up in support of the Palestinians and faced down the United States and the UK, and they used their own power to blockade Israeli ships from coming into the Red Sea route, and they did it, and they were able to stand down the United States and the UK, who tried to attack them in retaliation for what they did. Shame. I want to also just speak today as a resident of Yonkers, somebody who grew up in this neighborhood, in this very neighborhood, right? This is a chance for the Yonkers government to show us that they really care about what their constituents think.
Yes.
What the Arab community, the Palestinian community, the Muslim community, the Latino community, and the Black community, and the Jewish community in this country is asking of them. Of Yonkers, of Westchester County is asking of them.
Yes.
You show us that local government is not a sham. You show us that you're listening to us and that you're listening to the entire world.
That's right.
When they're telling you that this genocide must stop, right? The entire world is telling you that this genocide must stop, and we need our government to stand up alongside of us and show us that they are listening to our demands.
Exactly.
And I want to just give some respect to Hadia and her leadership in building this movement. And all of the archivists and activists who've been supporting her from Yonkers and throughout Westchester. I also just want to say that next week, I'm going to be traveling on the Freedom Flotilla to Gaza. And representing our community in Yonkers. And I want for this government to know that the resident of Yonkers is going to be sailing on a ship attempting to bring more than 550 tons of aid, desperately needed humanitarian aid to the people of Gaza. And I want them to know that I'm going to be a part of a delegation of hundreds of human rights observers from around the world representing this city. And I want them to make a statement as my representatives, making sure that they support our safe passage to deliver this aid to Gaza. Because that's the kind of support and protection that we need. So thank you very much, and thank you again, Hadia, for your leadership.
people, free the land!
Free the people, free the land!
Justice is our demand!
Justice is our demand!
Free the people, free the land!
Free the people, free the land!
Justice is our demand!
Justice is our demand!
You will learn!
You will learn!
By the millions will return!
By the millions will return!
New York, you will learn!
New York, you will learn!
By the millions will return!
By the millions will return!
Brick by brick, wall by wall!
Brick by brick, wall by wall!
Israel has to fall!
Israel has to fall!
Brick by brick, wall by wall!
Brick by brick, wall by wall!
Israel has to fall!
Israel has to fall!
In our millions, in our billions!
In our millions, in our billions!
We are all Palestinians!
We are all Palestinians!
In our millions, in our billions!
In our millions, in our billions!
We are all Palestinians!
We are all Palestinians!
Intifada, intifada!
Intifada, intifada!
Long live the intifada!
Long live the intifada!
Intifada, intifada!
Intifada, intifada!
Globalize the intifada!
Globalize the intifada!
Globalize the intifada!
Globalize the intifada!
In their resolution, they made it sound like everything started on October 7th. But we know this is not true. We, the Palestinians, who have witnessed our grandparents telling us the stories, their cries, their tears, we know the history. We saw our parents struggling in Palestinian camps all over the Arab world. We know the history. So they come and tell us, history started on October 7th. We have so much information to give you that we're gonna keep you up all night. So be ready, because we have information, we have evidence, and we're here to speak our minds finally, because we're unable to bear it. We're unable to bear it, and they would come up to us and say, you are disrespectful. I'm sorry. You are disrespectful for letting us wait for 2 months, feeling like we're begging you to just hear us on the podium. No, you can't speak on something that is not on the agenda. It's against our protocols. And we heard that right. Their meeting protocols are more important than our life. Next time, they went ahead and they announced and passed a resolution declaring Arab Heritage Month. Before they even allow us to speak on the genocide that is happening. And we heard also that right. They are telling us, we're gonna come, we're gonna celebrate your culture, show off the amazing people you are, the amazing culture that you have, but guess what? We can also watch you die right in the moment, in front of our face. And they have the audacity to come to us and say, and argue that this is not a lip service. This is disrespect. This is what disrespect is. And this is colonialism 101 textbook definition.
Yes!
Brick by brick, wall by wall.
Brick by brick, wall by wall.
Israel apartheid has to fall.
Israel apartheid has to fall.
From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
From the sea to the river.
From the sea to the river.
Palestine will live forever.
Palestine will live forever.
From the sea to the river.
From the sea to the river.
Palestine will live forever.
Palestine will live forever.
When Palestine is under attack.
When Palestine is under attack.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When Gaza is under attack. What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do? Liz and Tanya, welcome. They've been working with us, Unstoppable. Please give it up for them.
Hello everyone, salam, hola todos. We have been here alongside this beautiful community. Fadil has led us, and we are very, very much glad to see all of you here. We posted up all those flyers all over South Broadway, wherever you could find them, because we wanted to see all of you here. This is not a conflict. This is a genocide.
Right.
First of all.
Right.
That's it.
Say that.
This is a genocide.
Say it.
People are being slaughtered right in front of our faces.
Babies are being killed.
Babies are being killed. Medical aid, everyone. This is no longer a conflict, a war, none of that. It was never that to begin with.
Yeah.
But I'm very, very happy to see you all here. I'm very happy to be standing beside you. And as long as I am human, because there's, like, you have to be a human, you have to have a heart to be here, to stand, and to be on the right side. Woo!
Hello everyone, my name is Liz. I'm leader in Fronter Reunited, and I'm also part of the North Hudson Valley DSA. I would like to remind you all that the disrespect that has been taking place by the mayor, the Yonkers Police Department, and the council started on October 8th, when the mayor and the police department decided to publicly announce on Twitter their solidarity to Israel, stating, "The city of Yonkers stands with Israel for continued peace, strength, security, and resiliency." Now, the mayor states that the city of Yonkers will pass a ceasefire resolution. But what type of resolution will that be, Mr. Mayor? A pro-Israel one? The community of Yonkers, the people of Yonkers, you know, those who vote, pay taxes, and make Yonkers whole, have time and time again shown their morality and humanity in support of Palestine. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Actually, the mayor and the Board of Education punished the Roosevelt High School's basketball team, a group of young black girls, for allegations of anti-Semitism, sorry I pronounced that wrong, against a private Jewish school. These allegations were not found by the NACP. Oh, and get this, that same private Jewish school was used as a venue to sell stolen Palestinian land.
Shame! Shame!
In events we protested against, us, the people, the organizers of Yonkers. The most upsetting part is the city's swift response to these allegations. Yet, we can't get an emailed answer. They will do their best to hold young black girls accountable on false allegations. Yet again, what can we expect from a council that censured their own colleague? They censored a victim for recording their abuse. I would like to just say that we are just getting started. We will never back down and accept being ignored. The solidarity that has been built with our community has become stronger than ever. We will continue to show up and we will continue to show out. Because if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
I would like to thank all the organizers and organizations who helped this campaign. Thank you to everyone who is here today. Please consider volunteering, donating, and joining any of our orgs. You have plenty to choose from. Thank you so much. And Viva Mexico and Viva Palestina!
Viva, viva Palestina!
Viva, viva Palestina!
Viva, viva Palestina!
Viva, viva Palestina!
Lucha, lucha Palestina!
Lucha, lucha Palestina!
Lucha, lucha Palestina!
Lucha, lucha Palestina!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
Okay, so now we're gonna have our next speaker, Jeremy from DSA. Give it up for Jeremy. Thank you so much.
Jeremy!
My name is Jeremy. I live in Yonkers, and I'm a member of the Lower Hudson Valley Democratic Socialists of America. As socialists, we believe that the struggles of the working class connect across borders. All of us here today have a responsibility to stand up to this horrifically violent foreign policy of our government, which it pursues in the name of protecting corporate interests. Israel's genocide and the 75 years of apartheid that brought us here to this moment simply would not be possible without billions of military aid or political cover in the UN that the US provides year and year again. Palestinian life to them is just the cost of doing business as far as our government is concerned. What do you think about that? Shame! And we must be clear that this level of complicity is not just limited to the federal government. The pro-Israel lobby is traditionally seen Westchester County as one of their strongholds. But the truth is, a majority of people, even in our district here, actually support a ceasefire. It's clear that Zionist hegemony is cracking, and the strength of this coalition here today proves it.
Woo! 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 That's right.
A ceasefire is the absolute minimum demand for Palestine. That the Yonkers City Council's response to our coalition was not to engage in good faith, but to try to slip through apologia for Israel's genocide shows an utter lack of regard for the constituents, especially Palestinian constituents. How many dead Palestinians will it take? So the Yonkers City Council, they have a choice. Continue to be complicit or pass our version of the resolution so our city can actually stand on the right side of history. All thanks to the grassroots organizing that we've been doing together here, that things have been pushed to this point. We the people, we must be loud and we must be clear without compromise. Ceasefire now.
Ceasefire now! Yeah, Jeremy!
What do you want?
Justice.
Ceasefire!
Ceasefire.
What do you want?
Ceasefire.
When do you want it?
Now.
What do you want?
Ceasefire.
When do you want it?
Now.
We don't get it.
Shut it down.
If we don't get it.
Shut it down.
If we don't get it.
Shut it down.
If we don't get it.
Shut it down.
When we say we're going to shut it down and no business as usual, it's not a metaphor. It's exactly how we experience every single day of our life since October 7th. And during every single war in Gaza, every single war and attack against our brothers and sisters in Palestine. It's not a metaphor. Our life is not the same. We don't go to school while we're feeling okay. We don't go to our jobs feeling okay. So we're not having business as usual. Why would you? We're gonna make it a common reality until the actual reality is changed. Please welcome Hinati Sarrar, one of our own, Mass and the Lucia Islamic School. Please give it up to Hinati.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Alaikum salam.
Okay, I saw a few children here that are holding some signs, and I said to myself, wait a second. This little girl has a sign that says, Stop US Aid to Israel. Look at that sign. Look at that little girl. Stop US Aid to Israel. Do you know how much money is taken out of our tax dollars to go to bomb our children? And guess what, little girl? What's her name? Hanan, guess what? That money is taken out of our school system. From our medical system. Why? Why do we Americans have to suffer to support a foreign country? A foreign country that's not even their country. Honestly, I just want to get that straight in my head, and I'm pretty sure you're all feeling the same way. How? Why are our tax dollars are taken out of my check? I'm an educator, and then given to Israel so they can bomb who? My people, Palestinians, children. And don't fool us. Don't fool us by saying, oh, we have a resolution. We came back with a revised one. What? What revised one? That revised resolution that you're giving us is unacceptable. You're not going to dim down what's happening in Gaza. And what's happening in the West Bank too. What about that? Is there Hamas there? Hamas? Is there a Hamas there? In the West Bank? I don't think so. How do you take the children, you knock on these people's doors, you break down their furniture, break down their dignity, and you take them into jail, those little children, and with what? With not even one single charge. because they want to break them. They want to tell them, get out of here. We took your country in 1948. Now it's 1968. We took it again. We're taking the next part. That's what they're doing. They want all Palestinians, the people who own the land, they want them out. How do you get people out? You get them out by making them suffer, by taking their children to jail, by raping the women right in front of their husbands and in front of their brothers and children. These are women who are alive today, and they can tell you their stories. We're angry. We're upset. Don't take us for a fool. We're not fools. The resolution that you have written is a slap on the face to us. That is not acceptable. What I'm loving though, something that I'm really loving this time around, is that social media have revealed the truth. Because social media is straight from my phone. I'm going to record you and I will send it straight, primary source. It is right from the people who are living these atrocities. These people who are recording on the street every day. I saw a kid today on a video, I couldn't help it but cry. He's the only survivor, a 10-year-old kid. He's the only survivor. All his family were bombed. They're all gone. He's in the street by himself. Why? Why? A bunch of people walking on the street and they have a white flag walking. They were bombed as well as they're walking with a white flag. You all seen that.
Yes.
We're not gonna stop. We're gonna keep going. Palestine will be free. Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine.
Netanyahu, don't you hide.
Netanyahu, don't you hide.
We can see that you're committing what?
Genocide.
What is it committing?
Genocide.
Him and his people. We know what's happening. It's a genocide. Don't take us for a fool. You're killing our people. 35,000 people so far. How much more? How many more? Enough is enough. Thank you for all being here. Please don't forget at 6:30 we're going to be inside in City Hall with the City Council to pass the resolution that we are proposing.
Viva, viva Palestina. Viva, viva Palestina. Viva, viva Palestina. Viva, viva Palestina. Lucha, lucha Palestina. Lucha, lucha Palestina. Lucha, lucha Palestina. Lucha, lucha Palestina.
What are we doing today in our protest and standing in front of the council meeting and all of the other different actions that are happening in the streets, schools, college campuses, government meetings, events, and the various types of confrontation is not a favor from us. Because as Hanadi mentioned, we are, maybe unwillingly, definitely unwillingly, but we are complicit. Our dollar is the string between the government and the bomb that they're sending. Our dollars is the string between the soldier and the sniper. Our dollar is the string between the bomb and the house falling on top of the heads of our brothers and sisters and little kiddos in Gaza. So what are we doing here? What we should be continuing doing every single day, every single week. In Yonkers, mobilizing is not a favor. This is our obligation. And until we understand this very clear, liberation will not be accomplished. We need all of our strings coming together, shaping a rope to get our people from under the rubble. Israel bomb, USA pays. How many kids did you kill today? Israel bombs, USA pays. How many kids did you kill today? Not another nickel, not another dime.
No more money for Israel's crime.
Not Stop it, stop it, stop the slaughter.
Stop it, stop it, stop the slaughter.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine.
From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
I would encourage you all to open your Instagram as of now, because I want to direct you to a post that you can see the problematic stuff that exists in their resolution, and you will also have access to see the resolution that we are proposing, so you are aware of the information. So go to Instagram, Westchester for Palestine, and you will see the first post. Look at it, and if you are speaking tonight or planning to attend, please start making your way up. And remember, we are here in the meeting using our voices, ignoring all of the other distractions. Marshall's gonna be up. Ask them if you need anything. There's water and snacks, especially for people who are fasting, because we're gonna spend our last iftar. It's Eid tomorrow, you guys. It's Muslim holiday tomorrow. But we are standing in solidarity with Gaza, and today is the last day of fasting. So grab a date, a water, and we'll go there. And before we close, join us in this movement in Yonkers and in Westchester. This is our chance. New York is amazing, but we live here. This is our city, and we have the right to pressure for justice. Free Palestine, and we'll see you all up there.